What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ginger News. So, Prince Philip should face prosecution if liable, says woman injured in crash. So, Emma Fairweather said the 97-year-old had not personally reached out after a crash. The woman who suffered a broken wrist in a car crash involving the Duke of Edinburgh believes absolutely the royal should not escape prosecution if a police investigation indicates him to be at fault. Emma Fairweather, who is 45 years of age, who was travelling with a female friend aged 28 and a 9-month-old baby, also described Prince Philip's decision to get back behind the wheel without a seatbelt less than 48 hours after the crash as highly insensitive and inconsiderate. Photographs of Prince Philip, 97 years of age, driving on a public road on Saturday near Sandringham in Norfolk in his replacement Land Rover Freelander without his seatbelt had left her feeling upset, very upset, she told ITV this morning. One thing I'm going to say, I don't care if you're a royal, the laws should apply to everyone. So if you're not wearing a seatbelt, you need to be fined, or you need to do some time, or you need to get some points, or maybe you should reset your driving license. Not only was it inconsiderate towards her feelings, she said, but she felt there should have been a period of reflection to learn from accidents to prevent them from happening again. Fairweather, a support worker for care leavers, was a passenger in the Kia car being driven by her friend when the collision occurred as Philip was pulling out of a side road onto the busy A149. His armoured Land Rover Freelander tumbled across the road, landing on its side, with the Kia was also badly damaged. The mother of two criticised Buckingham Palace's handling of the incident and the fact that she had not heard personally from the Duke 4 days after Thursday's crash. Asked on ITV this morning if she believed Prince Philip should face prosecution if found to be liable, she replied, absolutely, and I agree with her on this fact because I don't think just because you're a royal you should receive any sort of special treatment. Like I said, the laws apply to everyone. She also added there needs to be a decision as to whether Prince Philip and I are from the same walk of life here or not. We either both receive the same treatment or we don't, she added. I just feel that his experience probably hasn't been the same as mine. What she had hoped for, she said, was an acknowledgement and not so much any admission of responsibility. The aftermath of the crash has been difficult and she felt she had lacked support. So basically, Prince Philip has, essentially committed a crime and he hasn't even come out and made a public statement and apologized, or even, wrote a letter to this woman to apologize for his pathetic excuse of driving. She had not heard directly from Prince Philip. She said that immediately following the crash, when she became aware he was the other driver, I said, where has he gone? Because surely he wants to speak to me and check I'm okay. And somebody said that he did try, but he was advised not to. I don't think asking if you're okay is accepting liability, she continued, but I do understand that, referring to Philip reportedly saying at the scene, I'm such a fool. Fairweather said he is prepared to admit some responsibility, just not to me, but to everyone else. Fairweather said she had received a voicemail from one of the Queen's ladies in waiting, passing on the Queen's good wishes. She sustained a broken wrist and the driver suffered cuts to the knee, but the baby escaped uninjured. Philip went for hospital checks on Friday on his doctor's advice, but was said to have no injuries of concern. So Buckingham Palace have said on Friday that both women have been contacted and wishes have been exchanged. It is understood palace officials contacted the women via a police liaison officer on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, others attempted, eventually successful, were made to contact the women by senior members of the royal household staff. though not by any members of the royal family. To be fair, he needs to man up and like actually pick up a phone and say something himself instead of having cronies do it, because it just seems like you don't give a fuck. Norfolk police said the incident will be investigated and any appropriate action will be taken, which basically means fuck all's going to happen because they're the royal family, so it'll just be swept under the carpet like everything the royal family does. Fairweather said she had not yet been asked for a statement by police and had not to receive a full medical examination. Buckingham Palace would not comment on the police investigation or if Prince Philip had been questioned by police and asked for a statement. He passed a police eye test following the crash. So yeah, they're not going to treat him like how they would treat anyone else. They won't check if he was intoxicated or into drugs. They're not going to have a go at him. This woman has sustained injuries, so is her friend. Luckily, the baby wasn't harmed. But I think this is disgusting. I don't think it should be one rule for one and another rule for the other. Regardless of his age, I think he should be made to reset his driving test. He's 97 years old. Clearly, he can't drive for shit. And he takes no thought of the public. He just drove off and did his own thing. Like they said, yeah, apparently he did try and contact a few days later, but then having, representatives of the royal family contact and not actually him, I think that is a bit rude. And I think, if anything, he should either compensate these people or, I'm sure being a member of the royal family, you'd be able to find out where this woman lives and you'd be able to go and see her and, give your apology. But I don't know. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Like I said, I think that, if a normal member of society could be prosecuted for such a crime, then Prince Philip should be treated exactly the same way. Big shout out to The Guardian. Thank you once again for watching another episode of GMG News. Don't forget to subscribe. You can turn on them post notifications if you haven't done already. You could like this video if you think it deserves a like, and you can share it with your friends if you want other people to see this. You can leave a comment in the comment section down below if there's anything you want me to do in the next episode of GMG News. You can turn on post notifications and you'll be informed of when I upload new content. And let me know what you think about this situation. I'll see you all soon.